I've heard that. I've heard about that. I'm not sure, Dean, if it's just specifically that. The Lord does go through some detail in Luke, as it were in the days of Noah, so shall it be in the days of the Son of Man. He says they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, till the flood came and took them all away. They were doing some things. I think his main focus was on the fact that the same way there was unbelief in the land, all the way up until the flood itself, they didn't believe God through Noah, the preacher of righteousness, and all that, that it's going to be that same way right before he comes, before the wrath of God comes. It's going to be a spirit of unbelief. It's going to be just wantonness and stuff. It could be that. Now, tell you what I believe. What those giants represented was angelic and human kind of interbreeding, right? Kind of a mingling. In Daniel, it's called a mingling, right? So it may not be. It may be less physical giants, but like spiritual, like the spiritual giants, like power, satanic power, right? Being possessed with satanic devils, and then they're running these people. Like it's going to be this mingling, but if it's not the actual physical ones, because I don't think, I think God put an end to that rebellion back then. He's made his case that he has those angels in chains of darkness. The other angels know that. I think it's going to be a mingling of angelic power and man in these last days over in the Middle East. That's what I think it is. It could be giants, but I think he was more focused on just how things were just going the normal way, course of the world, and they didn't know anything till the flood took them away. But it could be, yeah. And were you adding something to that, Dean? Okay. Yeah, it could. I've heard that. I heard that as well. And when I read it over and over, I think he's less focused on the giants, but that's the way the world was rolling right before the judgment came. It just caught them all off guard. Yeah. Those are the normal things in Israel: marrying, giving in marriage, eating, drinking. Because remember, you know this thing. He was talking about there'll be some there'll be two women at the mill grinding. He's just saying day-to-day operations there in Israel. People won't think about nothing. Then here comes the Lord. Yeah.